The Magic Shell by Enid Blyton. Jessie and Norman had spent a whole month by the sea, and dear me, how they had loved it! They had paddled and bathed and dug and fished, but now it was all over. The children were sad. They sat on a sand castle for the last time, and Jessie was almost in tears. "I do love the sea so much," she said. "I don't want to go home." "Nor do I," said Norman. "I wish we could take a bit of it back with us." "I'd like to take the sound of the waves back with me," said Jessie. "I do so love that soft, sighing, singing noise they make, Norman. It's a real seaside sound." "Let's find a big bit of seaweed to take back," said Norman, getting up, "and some shells too, to play with." "I don't want to," said Jessie. "If I could take the sound of the waves, I'd go and look for that. But you can't take that home with you." "Well, just come and help me then," said Norman. "If we can find a long piece of seaweed, we can hang it up outside our bedroom window. And if it is dry, it means good weather. And if it is damp, it means bad weather. It will be fun to keep filling it to see." So the two children began to hunt about for seaweed and shells. Soon their buckets were full of pretty shells that shone brightly when they were wet. Then Jessie found a very long piece of seaweed. "It's like a mermaid's ribbon," she said, holding it up. "It is as tall as I am. This will be a lovely bit to take home." Just then Norman gave a shout. "Jessie, look at this enormous shell in the rock pool here. Come and help me to get it. It is wedged under a rock." The two children tugged at the shell, and out it came. It was indeed a big one, very curly and long, with a big opening at the end. "Oh, this is lovely," said Jessie. "We will put it on the nursery mantelpiece when we get home. It is a real treasure. If I give you my seaweed, will you give me this shell, Norman?" "All right," said Norman. So Jessie took the shell, and he carried the long ribbon of seaweed. They went home, where Mummy was busy packing. "Oh, dear me! I haven't room for anything else," she said, when she saw them. "You will have to carry your shells and your seaweed in your pails." So the two children carried their treasures home themselves. When they got home at last, Norman hung the seaweed outside the bedroom window, and Jessie stood the big shell on the nursery mantelpiece. It looked lovely. The children did miss the sea. "It seems so strange not to hear it outside the window all day and night," said Jessie. "If only I could hear it again. I'm so afraid of forgetting the lovely noise the sea makes." She looked so very miserable that Mother laughed. "Good gracious," she said, "what a long face! Well, you brought plenty of sea treasures home with you. Play with those." "But what I most wanted to bring was the sound of the sea," said Jessie. "I couldn't bring that." "Well, that is just what you have brought," said Mother suddenly, and she took the big shell down from the mantelpiece. "You have brought the song of the sea back in this shell. Listen." She put it to Jessie's ear, and do you know? Inside that shell she could hear the sound of the faraway sea. Wasn't it marvelous? She heard the little waves sighing and the big ones singing. How delighted she was! "Oh, Mommy, Mommy," she shouted, "the sound of the sea is inside my shell." "Oh, how lovely! Oh, it It's like magic. Now I shall be happy because I can hear the sea whenever I want to. Wasn't it strange that the shell sang the song of the sea? Would you like to hear it too? Then find someone who has a big shell and ask if you can put it to your ear. What a surprise you will get! You will hear the sea inside the shell, murmuring and sighing far, far away. It's like magic, isn't it?